Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready. Welcome to Blowhard Talkhard, listeners. Hope everybody's doing well. I am here as usual with my two awesome co-hosts.
Awesome here, right? Blah blah blah.
Awesome here. It's Reimer.
Reimer's here,
yes.
and Sabrina. We'll get it together, friends.
We'll
Don't
get
worry.
it together. Reimer just he dropped his thing, his mic, and
dropped my balls.
He's a frazzled
Another
man.
banging on my knees.
Kind of an issue with his mental illness. He's got that COVID illness. You know what? That COVID. No. It's a true thing. The Mayor Tory said they're putting up $1 billion for. I'm just made up that number for mental health people because everybody is
Suicidal.
not well mentally. They're
Yeah.
getting sad, getting depressed. I can see it happening. Like,
But winter's coming, man. The skies are gray.
they said long winter. Be ready for a long winter. And I agree, because if everything's closed, look, right now we just got shut down for 28 days.
I was actually going to ask you after the podcast, do you want to go up to High Class so I can stock up on some weed?
We could always take a drive.
Okay, perfect.
But high class, of course, get a couple of chocolates. But getting back to that, what I was saying was, yeah, the depression thing is the worst part of this whole thing, I think, because I've seen it in my family. My dad's taken it a little bit strong. Me, I think I'm okay with it, but you know what? It's hard when you get up and you have like nowhere really to go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Okay, I know you're gonna laugh, but I bought paint by numbers.
No, you told me. I think that's fucking great. I was thinking yesterday I'm going to get a Bob Ross paint kit.
And I'm gonna finish it this month because we have 28 days and I'm halfway done. And you know what? It's looking, as you more achieve, it starts to take shape and you feel happy.
We'll have to post it to the Instagram when it's done. I want to see it.
I've done stages, but I feel people would just think it's a joke. Like, so I
Nah.
No, it's good. It's almost like meditation.
Well, that's what they claim it's for,
Yeah.
like to take your mind away from. But again, I find if your mind is like thinking always about the stress and problems you have, you can paint all you want. It's not going to go away. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is that when you're painting, you're not. The idea is that you're paying attention. If you're
You
really
definitely
paying
are paying attention because
then your brain's not thinking about those.
because the numbers and all that are pretty tiny, where you can't not pay attention.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to look like crap.
Absolutely. I do feel more prepared knowing that, lockdown is potentially happening, like compared to before, like when we were like...
When it hit you in the face, yeah.
When it was like, surprise, we're on lockdown. Like, I've never had a
March is
lockdown before.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I remember the day,
we all
March
saw
18th.
this coming.
March 18th was the day that it just hit us in the face. And I also knew when that day basketball went down.
Oh, yeah. It was a Wednesday.
It was and when basketball went down, I said to myself, this is a big deal. They wouldn't stop a major sport cold turkey, because that's huge money, if this wasn't serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what did they know before everybody else?
They knew everything, and they still know everything. They just don't tell you. They tell you it's because you're a pawn. Like
we were
in a
just...
game of chess, we're nothing. They just tell you the little bits. They throw little crumbs at us daily just to keep us shut.
It was before the playoffs, a lot of build-up, and they just said, hey, we're just going to stop making $1 billion right now.
Think about it, yeah. For them to stop that, think about it, Sabrina. I know you're not really into sports, but for them to shut that down, it's huge.
No, I know. I mean, I'm not, obviously, I don't give a fuck about sports, but I
get it.
But I love pop culture, and I love, studying what's going on in society.
Well, you're into the music too, and that's the same shit. Like, what about all those concerts in the summertime we missed?
So this is the thing, right? Is that now that there was a bit of a gray area in between people going into a record store and buying a CD and what we have now where people are streaming, there was this chunk in the middle where people were illegally downloading and stealing music,
Well,
right?
call it what you want, yeah.
So now through Spotify and these streaming services, these artists are getting a bit of money, but for the most part, because of that middle part, artists make all of their money touring. Most of their money. The same thing with comedians. You make your money touring.
So no from album sales or
and
sales.
It's not from album sales. You
there's
get
nothing left
money.
there.
But it's the endorsements, it's the Instagram sponsored posts, but it's the touring.
So you're telling me that Metallica guy, I forget his name, Pat,
that
you know
little
his name?
bitch.
Lars?
Lars.
Ulrich.
So he complained that saying that the stealing, what was that?
Napster.
Napster. That's long gone, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he was saying that people were like stealing it and he wasn't making his money. Is that right?
I'm gonna go home and cry into my gold bricks.
That's right.
But no, I think he
In
was.
reality, though, it's his art, and people were taking it without
Yeah.
paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was at one point was thinking, man, I bought the vinyl, I bought the CD, I had an audio cassette. Now you want me to pay for the download? I've already spent like 60, 70 bucks on
Yeah,
all this
but what about the
previously.
people who never bought anything? They just
But then-
downloaded.
Yeah, but I agree with that.
So you're telling me now the guy who makes an album makes no money. He just makes it off his tour.
Well,
Yeah.
what I'm saying
I
is
find that hard to believe.
the way that people make money now isn't the way that it used to be. It's through the streaming services. It's through monetizing your social media. And all of those things are in the interest of getting followers who are going to be willing to pay to go and see you. Because depending on if you're big enough that you have to go through like a Ticketmaster or something like that, then that changes the story. But if you're small enough that you can book your own show, all of that money is coming directly to you. I went and saw this, if anybody's into rap and you don't mind it coming from a white guy, there's a rapper named Greaves who I really love, and I saw him and I asked
Who wouldn't mind? I wouldn't mind. Why you ask me?
Are you kidding me? You make fun of rap all the time.
I don't like the music. I don't care who sings it.
Okay, so anyway, so I met him when I went to see a show he did, and I asked
When
him,
was this, by the way? Just so we can get some timetables here.
I'm gonna say 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I asked him, I said, I was like, where can I download your music? Because he was opening for someone else that I had gone there to see. He's like, oh yeah, you can get it off of this place or that place. And I was like, oh, well, is it better for you? Do you get more money? And he goes, buy it. He's like, don't get it on iTunes. Go to my website, buy it from me. That's how I get all the money. So again, with these artists, they're getting most of their revenue from the sale of concert tickets. Everything else that they do, yeah, they do get money, but a lot of that is to feed into building up a following that's going to actually pay to go and see them in
Funny
concert.
fact, I watched The Song Remains the Same, Led Zeppelin movie made in 1973.
You fucking love Zeppelin.
I do, my favorite band. Peter Grant was their manager, but he was a notorious manager. You know, like bands like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, they got ripped off so bad because they had bad management. But Peter Grant from Zepp, back in the day, he told the concert promoters 80-20 split for us, for the tours. And they had no choice because
what?
They got 80% of the revenue and the promoters got 20.
Oh, okay.
Because he stood his ground and said, we are the talent, fuck you. Like guys like them Backstreet Boys, whatever those people were called, they got ripped off. They made nothing off tours.
Yeah, the New Kids on the Block.
Whatever they're called. But the thing is, there was no money for them, so I don't get how they didn't get any money. Like if you're saying that that's all they're making their money from concerts.
There was some
Maybe everybody has a different deal.
Yeah,
That's the
bad
thing.
contracts.
Well, TLC didn't end up making any money because they were in a really bad contract.
Is that the girls that sing that song?
Waterfalls, yeah.
Did I sound like them?
Yeah, Dead
Yeah.
Ring was perfect.
I thought they were in the room.
Yeah, I thought Lisa Lopez came back to life and was in the room.
Oh, she died?
Yeah, one of the girls in TLC
They must have
died.
been young.
Yeah, she was young. And the fucking craziest thing about that is that there's a documentary called The Last Days of Left Eye, and they were filming it with her in Honduras because the band had like kind of broken up, kind of going on hiatus, weren't sure what was going on. So she went on like a spiritual trip to Honduras, had some friends with her, yoga, meditating, tree hugging, surfing, all
Magic
that.
mushrooms.
Yeah, all that shit that I love, right? So they're shooting a documentary about it's called The Last Days of Left Eye. Now, they didn't know it was going to be about her death at the time, but she's in the car and somebody's sitting in and she's driving. Somebody sitting in the passenger seat is filming her. And then she says, "Hey, give me the cards." And she's driving. So somebody hands her this Coca-Cola tin case and that's got tarot cards inside of it. She doesn't open it up, but she starts tapping it, I think on her wrist or on the dashboard, but she starts tapping it somewhere, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get half a second of a car accident, lights out, and there's footage of the last second of her life.
This is on a documentary or the movie?
This is a documentary called Last Days of Left Eye. That's fucked, right? But going back to say, they got completely fucked by the deal that they took. Yeah. And the thing with NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys was that their manager, Lou Pearlman, of course, yes, he completely fucked them over, but they were at a family dinner. Lance Bass from NSYNC was having a family dinner. Again, I also watched a documentary about this.
I can see that. You're pretty educated on the...
I love this crap. So they were having a Christmas dinner or a Thanksgiving dinner, and NSYNC had been working super hard. This was in the earlier years. They had kind of just made it. They'd been working so hard, like nonstop, no air conditioning, practicing in an airport hangar that's 120 degrees so that they can work in any environment. And he opens up his check from Lou Pearlman for the year.
How much was it?
$10,000.
That was their pay.
$10,000
for the year's work.
Less under the poverty line. For day in, day out slave labor.
That was what they got, the whole band. And where did all the other money go?
Lou Pearlman, his fucking fat ass.
Yeah. Wow.
There's a great documentary on YouTube about him. He was a con man. He took a plane.
That happened to a lot of people. A lot of bands got ripped off.
He took a little toy plane and held it at the right angle in the sky, took a picture of it with the camera back so it looked like the toy was actually... And he claimed to own his own airline, but he didn't. None of it existed.
Wow.
Oh, this guy's a real fucking
That's
character.
A hustler, like a dirty con man hustler.
In regards to like the concerts and stuff, since we're talking about music, like what concerts have you gone to now, this whole summer we missed everything, obviously.
Right. Yeah. There's could be some comeback tours this summer and shit.
What was your favorite concert of all time that you could recall going?
Let's back it up. Let's go around the table. What was your first concert?
First
concert.
It's probably 17. Maybe I'll say Kiss.
Kiss?
Nice.
Maple Leaf Gardens. It wasn't even called the Air Canada Center. With makeup, yeah.
That's so funny. Is there a Kiss with makeup versus without makeup?
Yeah. So they took a hiatus for a while and they came back without the makeup.
Ew, their faces are so gross.
Well, the funny thing is that Gene Simmons, they claim they never drank or did drugs, and I can't believe that.
Yeah, fuck off.
But he claimed he's banged 1,000 girls.
Okay.
Yeah. That I believe. But Kiss was my first. You?
My first concert was...
Real concert, not
No, concert was in the Saddle Dome, Calgary.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Nosebleeds, incredible show. It was Corey Hart.
Corey Hart.
What?
Mine too.
Yeah.
Corey Hart?
Corey Hart.
Pat's first concert was also Corey Hart.
No way. This is because, and Corey Hart was...
The sunglass guy?
Yeah, Sunglasses at Night. This was his Boy in the Box tour. And it was just after Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was a big hit. The concert was in February or March.
In July.
No, in July.
Summer, he's like, I know it's July. We're going to sing.
These fucking dorks
They sang
were in the
Rudolph
same
the
room.
Red-Nosed Reindeer, man. The Saddle Dome went nuts. When you're 7, no, I wasn't even 17. I was 14 at the time. That was awesome.
So Corey Hart, is he still alive?
Yeah,
He just
retired. He's retired. My brother just went. They had.
I think he was just doing a tour this summer.
He was in Toronto.
This summer?
Yeah, he was supposed to be touring.
Gay Pride. He played Gay Pride
This summer?
a year ago.
20
A year
19.
ago, okay.
He's just retired recently.
I wonder if
Yeah.
he's a millionaire.
I know. I think
Doubt
he wasn't
it.
good. I think life was a little bit rough with Corey.
But he had a big resurgence with the gay community with a thing about called Out of the Closet. And so he had sort of a secret secondary career.
I'm telling you, you get in good with the gay community and you are set for life.
Yeah, they're good
Yeah.
clients if you sell coke.
You know
Anyways.
that.
Tell me yours, Sabrina. I want to
What was
hear
your
your
first
favorite
concert?
or first concert.
You're gonna
Yeah.
make fun of me.
Just
I even saw Corey
That's
Hart.
the
What are you
whole
talking
purpose.
about?
That's the whole purpose of this conversation, to make fun.
Yeah, what else is new, right? So the first concert that I ever went to, technically,
There we go, listeners.
well, I went with my friend and her dad because he had an extra concert ticket, and
Okay.
I didn't care about the concert, but we were going to get free crab legs beforehand. So I was
It was
like,
a night out.
so I was like, I want the crab. I'm 12. Give me the crab.
Oh, you're 12.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
you're
and you have a craving for crab legs.
No, maybe I was even younger than that. I was younger
What?
than that. Anyway,
She went with
so
a super an adult, so.
Wow.
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
He's fun.
Neil Diamond was technically my first concert, but the first concert that I elected to go to was Hanson.
Who?
Hanson.
Hanson.
Let's talk
The
more about
Hanson
Neil
brothers?
Diamond.
What?
Let's go back to Neil Diamond.
Who is
Yeah.
Hanson?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo.
Were they the ones?
See?
Don't know what she's talking about.
Is
He
Hanson?
started bopping his head around.
Is Hanson
You're
the,
cute today. You're very cute today,
Yeah.
Julia.
Do-bop.
is Hanson the band that had like the rings that they were gonna like save themselves for
I don't
Jesus?
know where that shit came from.
What
Everybody
the
thinks that
fuck?
they're like super religious. I
Is
don't
this
really
Christian
know.
rock?
They are Christians, but their music is not about Jesus, so it's not Christian rock.
I think it's subversive, where they were all about like their side gig was.
Is there like black metal Christian rock?
Yeah,
Probably.
for sure.
Yeah.
Satan laughing spreads his wings.
Satan laughing spreads his
That's
wings.
actually a classic line from Black Sabbath. But
Oh.
Oh my God, I was
I
gonna
just
say.
didn't make that up because that'd
Yes,
be pretty
yes.
good, right, Pat?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's the name of this episode. The
But the
fuck?
death metal version that Jesus takes his laser out and shoots that thing.
Yeah. Just gotta scream it.
But
out.
with death metal, be
Terrible.
I love it, but I don't
Getting
understand.
back to Neil Diamond, awesome.
Yeah.
I think that guy's good. Like
Yeah.
he's fun.
No, it's just but like for a 7th grader, you're like that's not gonna be.
I get it. You
The
weren't
first thing
like
you
it
jump
wasn't
on.
hip for you at the time because you probably didn't hear about it.
like
I don't know. Now that I'm thinking
Where
about
was it at?
Was I? It was in Detroit. Was I?
Like in like a stadium, obviously.
Yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah,
And
Neil
we
Diamond.
had absolute shit terrible nosebleeds. And there was this guy sitting in front of us that was absolute like Michigan white trash, big dude, burly, sloshed, just swaying around, spilling his beer everywhere, going, Neil! The whole show, he just kept screaming Neil's name as if he was gonna hear him from row 274.
So he loved Neil Diamond.
Yeah, it
and he
was
had to
fucking-
sit in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
What a peasant.
Well, sometimes.
he bought his ticket late.
Me, I would never sit in the nosebleeds for anything I liked. Like I would never.
Yeah,
I
fuck
wouldn't
that
even
shit.
go. Like
Just sometimes.
okay, let's give me some concerts then. Let's just talk about concerts then. Favorite concerts, hit me. Reimer.
Favorite concert?
Not favorite. Like, give me some concerts you've gone that like in your top 5. Quick though. I want you
Top
to-
5. In early days, it probably would have been MC Hammer, Ice-T. Ice-T was like, man, that was like in a small venue, and he fucking crushed
Okay,
it.
keep going. I said summer.
REM in Scotland.
R.E.M.
Yeah,
REM.
yeah, that was amazing at Murray Field.
In Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. U2 was an awesome concert.
In Toronto?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Man, it took me years to try and get tickets to U2.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
The like 80,000, 70 at the
Yeah,
Blue Jay place.
Yeah, at the ACC.
Oh, they played but they must have played a few nights.
They did. Yeah, it was a 3-night gig. It was like fucking.
Okay, one more.
And how about I don't know, Flaming Lips or
Because the Flaming Lips.
Flaming Lips?
They're the best.
Yeah, a band I've seen multiple times is been Tool and Porno for Pyros or Jane's Addiction. Yeah,
Jane's Addiction, I heard
yeah,
of.
yeah. Jane's Addiction, Porno for Pyros. It's Perry Farrell.
Okay.
You know that song that's like, let me go on like a blister in the sun. Let me go on.
Got no fucking idea.
right,
what's
Big
well,
hands,
going
I know. That's a
on.
masturbating song.
Big-
Big hand, I know. Yeah, the
No,
one.
apparently, when she says big
God, you
hands,
guys have
I
weird
know.
taste.
So in that song, the guy who's singing about it from a girl's perspective goes, big hands, I know you're the one. Apparently, when he was in elementary school, he had a crush on this girl and like walked up to her, and as he was doing it, she goes, oh, look at your little hands. And then people
Who's
made
this?
fun of
Oh, I've never heard that
the guy
story.
the guy from the Violent Femmes that wrote that song.
The guy from the Who?
The Violent Femmes, the band we've been talking
The
about.
Violent. I know. I
She's
just
talking Violent
Yeah.
Femmes. Yeah.
my attention span went offside. I never heard of these people.
My
And you
la-
are who?
My latte just kicked in. I'm hyped.
You're hyped.
I would say that the coolest thing about me is that I saw Simon and Garfunkel for my
They're
16th
cool. They're
birthday.
cool. Very cool.
So Simon and Garfunkel.
I like the version of Disturbed. They do that song, The Sound of Silence. Awesome.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
You don't like it?
No.
What?
We are so different.
We are so
I want to
fucking
choke
different.
you right now. You don't like the
Ew.
Disturbed song?
Don't tell me you're gonna choke me.
That's in a nice way. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Well,
Give a fist
Just a
bump
gentle,
for
just a
friends.
gentle squeeze
Fine.
around the neck.
Friends, we just fist pumped the listeners as friends.
no, we didn't. COVID. Okay.
sanitized
We
layer.
have the plastic around us.
So I don't think that you're going to have heard of a lot of these
Just
people.
hit me, so the listeners probably did.
Okay.
I doubt it, but let's hear it.
So the concert I was just talking about, Watsky, Feed the Birds, and Greaves was absolutely fucking amazing.
Are these in stadiums or are they like in somebody's backyard?
No, this was at the Danforth Music Hall.
Okay, backyard.
Oh, Jesus. It's an actual...
Stop talking, Pat. There's 5 people there. Go on.
It's a real place.
I know it's a real place, but it's not a venue like where it's like,
Okay, next on the list.
all right.
That's so funny.
Don't even ask me because I have too much to tell you.
And then I saw like a bunch of really great concerts when
Give
I
me one.
was the Ataris, Alkaline Trio. I saw Alkaline Trio a bunch of times. That was
Fuck,
great.
man. If I had a gun, I'd shoot myself.
Got my wallet stolen at an Alkaline Trio show in Cleveland. It was totally worth it.
You heard of these people?
Dashboard Confessional, that was a good one.
So, like, have you ever heard, like, if I start naming mine, like, would you ever, I wonder if you ever heard of any?
I don't think underground music was a big thing in your day, so I probably would have heard of them.
Well, I'm sure you heard of them. They're classics. Like, I don't know, Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
Rolling Stones,
Yeah.
Ozzy, I said Kiss, Scorpions, Whitesnake. I can go on and on, man.
You
Like,
went to all these concerts. Those are awesome. Those are
I
like
went
the
to a
classics
million
of classic rock.
concerts. I went to Black Sabbath. I went to Van Halen. I went to The Who. I went to... Fuck my life. I went to so many. I went to
Yeah,
Plant
no
and
shit.
Page.
Wow.
After they broke up with Zeppelin, because I was too young to see Zeppelin, I went to Deep Purple. I just seen Bon Jovi with Anissa. I went to see her. She took me.
How about Bruce Springsteen?
I never seen him, no.
Okay, so here's one. Oh, I've seen Cyndi Lauper. There's somebody you've heard of, I'm sure.
Of course I've heard of her. I've never seen her, though. I'm just trying to think. I could write down 1,000 more, but anyways, I've seen pretty much everything. Back in the day, we used to go every time. Like, we were young, man. We were cool.
Back in the day, we would see more like big community center shows, like
No, I have no time for nonsense. No. I only
DJ
go-
Rock
I
and
go
Rob
out to
Bass
stadiums.
and Naughty by Nature and some Wu Tang and
the listeners are tuning out. Stop.
Beastie Boys.
Stop.
All right, so here's a question. What is a concert that you have gone to see where you were disappointed? Or like thought that they didn't live up to kind of anything that didn't live up
I
to the hype?
understand. Okay, mine was the last one, Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
He charged a lot, and he had a video screen, and that's it.
Really? Fuck
And it was
that.
like you knew he was just doing it for the money. He didn't have no like shows, like lights. He was just one video screen and that's it. But the Air Canada Center was packed.
Damn.
And it was like a shame because I remember seeing Bon Jovi when I was in my 20s. First of all, just the girls at the concert were superstars. The girls at this concert were all used to be superstars. Now they're just ladies.
Yeah, they're the same fucking people.
Yeah, they are. But the thing is, you asked me because of the quality.
Yeah.
He went really low budget.
Yeah.
Very, very stupid on his end. But he made a lot of money. That was mine. You?
What about you?
For me, it was Janet Jackson, her Rhythm Nation. I mean, the concert was awesome, but there was like something kind of that it didn't sit right, and then would later find out that she was lip syncing most of her concerts.
That is so terrible.
Yeah.
They all do that.
But that was a big thing that came out, and her tour, like after we saw it, was and we had backstage passes. Never met Janet Jackson, but it was kind of awesome to be like a fucking teenager.
Let me ask you, since you said that, lip syncing.
Yeah.
Every person, who is the best singer as a female today, like who doesn't lip sync?
Do you mean like a contemporary?
I don't even know
Somebody,
what
but like, do you mean like somebody that's like 20, 25 is listening to, or do you mean just
Yeah.
like all around?
Well, I guess we could say all around, but like something that's popular on the radio. Who doesn't lip sync, like from a girl? Who has the best female voice?
Ariana Grande.
Good voice.
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, I fucking love Miley
She
Cyrus.
has a good voice.
See, I like Miley
do I.
Cyrus,
She
but
has
I don't think that
Maybe she's-
an amazing singer.
No, she has a rasp to her voice.
She's got
who
a
the
rasp.
best-
She sounds gruff.
You know who sounds like as a good voice?
You-
Beyonce, Mariah Carey,
Adele.
and you know
Adele.
you know how you could tell. You
Adele.
know how you could tell who has the real
Celine.
voice. You know why you could tell?
Who? What?
How?
What?
Tell me how. Think.
The passion, the quality,
No,
the
no.
ability to hit
you
all
can tell
those
who's
A
the best
notes.
singer?
Yes, how you could tell she could actually sing. Pat, you have any suggestions? Every time a singer gets discovered, what did she do first?
I don't know.
There's a blowjob story involved.
Very stupid answer. Anyways, I'm never including you again. They do the national anthem at a sports game.
Right.
Everybody, like Mariah Carey got discovered at the Philadelphia 76ers game. She sang, everybody was standing on their feet before she made any music. Beyonce, like they all, if you sing the national anthem in front of all those people, just your voice, no music, no lip syncing, and that's talent. Rihanna can't sing for shit.
That doesn't surprise me.
She's always computer generated.
Yeah.
Britney Spears, her sister, all
Oh,
garbage.
Britney
all,
Spears can't sing. Christina Aguilera has a
She
fucking
sings.
beautiful
She
voice.
sings. Yeah.
And
It's a shame Jessica
it's-
Simpson doesn't sing anymore.
She sang. She sang
she's
too.
fucking rich.
She sang
yeah,
too.
Cher,
yeah.
Tina Turner, man. Oh,
See, those are a little bit earlier days, but the national anthem was always like the best singing performances. Always like Prince, Super Bowl show. He did the best. What's that song? Rain.
Purple Rain.
When he sang Purple Rain, it was raining. They had
And it
purple
started-
lights and it turned the rain purple. It
It
was
started
fucking
to.
amazing.
It's the
Yeah.
best thing on YouTube. Purple Rain with the rain coming down, and he didn't stop. He played that guitar. Like he was. That was actually very memorable.
I don't-
You see
he was
that,
my
right?
go-to
That
lip
is-
sync when I was a kid.
So I saw
No word of a lie. That's the only Super Bowl that I've ever seen. Was that one? Because my friend said we're gonna get drunk and high at noon, and I said,
Yeah,
"All right."
that was actually voted one of the best performances on Super Bowl.
I was also living in
Incredible.
Chicago, and the Bears were in it, so I was like, I guess I'm supposed
Yeah.
to do this.
The Weeknd is playing the Super Bowl coming up.
Yeah, that's a big bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. The
Is he
weekend.
Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Toronto.
I had
down
an Uber guy telling me that's his nephew, and I'm like, why the fuck you driving Uber then?
Okay.
because it's not the weekend's job to take care of his uncle. He's a grown man. Get a
Hey,
job.
my nieces, if I had fucking 100 million, you don't think I would give them $1 million?
I don't think he's at 100 million yet, but when he gets there, maybe he will.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
there-
he's got a lot of money.
The reason
Yeah.
why I say that is because I think that subjectively, Jennifer Lopez and Shakira are each way, 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 way bigger stars than The Weeknd, and neither one of them got to do the Super Bowl alone. They had to co-headline.
First of all, Jennifer Lopez is a zero talent.
Well, Jennifer, what is it?
Jennifer Lopez does not sing. She lip sings
yeah,
everything.
can you dance like that?
Okay, well, we're talking singing or dancing. Obviously, I can't dance like her. That's all she can do is dance. And she has a good look. She's good looking.
She's got talent.
She can dance and she's good looking. She's a beauty. But her voice sucks.
I don't think she has a great voice, but she's an amazing dancer. It takes a lot to
All
perform
right,
like
okay.
that.
She's a great dancer. I'm agreeing with you, but she can't sing. We're talking about singing. She can't sing. Say that.
Yeah, she.
Okay. Shakira could sing.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever she does that voice. Does that sound Colombian to you guys?
Lady Gaga.
I don't know about her, man.
Man, Lady Gaga's good.
She could sing, though.
She could sing.
Is she a girl or a guy?
Lady Gaga. It's not like Boy George.
Man, that is so disrespectful.
I'm trying to think. Disrespectful. Like, again, you're trying to make it seem like I'm doing this on purpose. I don't know who Lady Gaga is. Is it a girl or a guy?
Lady Gaga is a female.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
So-
fact, some might call her a lady.
who might call her that?
Anybody that says her name?
Yes, thank you. I was just about to say that.
You think that I do these things to be offensive to people? I don't even care about Lady Gaga. I don't even know what song did she sing.
Help her up.
Well,
Just
recently
Dance,
the whole Stars
Paparazzi,
Born has been.
Paparazzi.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never heard of one song. And she's good.
She's huge.
Yeah.
She's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the best female singer right now.
Nah, she's in the top
she
10.
did the Super Bowl.
When? What year?
I don't fucking watch
A few
sports.
years
I don't
ago,
know,
yeah.
a few years ago.
All right, my bad.
Yeah.
I don't know who Lady Gaga is. Good. She's attractive, I'm assuming?
And I think so.
You're
Yeah.
hesitating.
Yeah.
Why are you hesitating?
I was trying to picture her in all of her transformations. But yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
Transformations.
She does a lot.
So she is the one I'm picturing of. She does have a little bit of a weird look.
She has a bit of an androgynous look to her, yeah.
Yeah, and she does a lot of
Yeah,
costuming.
androgynous. Yes.
She's very theatrical.
Theatrical.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's a lot of fun. She's a great performer. Great concerts, from my understanding. I've never saw her, but would love to.
She's a great songwriter. I would go, I'm not a big pop person. I actually fucking hate crowds. I went to see Gwen Stefani and
She is good.
Gwen Stefani looks better at 51 than I will ever look in my. She's 20 years older than me. She looks fucking amazing. But it was even Gwen Stefani.
She's 51?
Yes.
Fuck, that's fucked up.
I know, it's fucked.
Wow.
Time is flying. I thought I was on. Yeah, everybody just can't be getting. Yeah. Wow.
So I was sitting at the concert
she
with
does anal.
a couple friends,
Yeah.
and of course you wonder that, yeah, perv.
She's nice though, right? Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's beautiful. So we're sitting there, and then all
sure
of a
she does
sudden, the lights that were getting pointed at the stage got pointed at the crowd, and it's all of a sudden I like came to, because I was with a couple friends that like to drink a lot, so I was pretty fucking hammered. And then all of a sudden I sobered up, I looked around and I went, oh my God, there are like 50,000 fucking people here right now.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wow.
Well, obviously I'm exaggerating because I don't know the real number,
She
but I
doesn't
was
get
like,
that many people, but go on.
I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So all of a sudden, I just up and bolted, and all of my friends the next day were like, you literally disappeared. Like, we didn't know what
you had
happened to you.
a panic. You just
No,
freaked
no.
out.
All of a sudden, I saw all these people. I was like, oh, I don't like crowds at all, and I really have to pee. This concert's gonna end in 2 minutes, and all these people are gonna be trying to leave at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I bolted so that I can go and pee.
Gwen Stefani. I was gonna say there's one singer that I can't remember, but she sings that one song. She was considered the best female. Okay, never mind the Hart sisters. They have the best voices. Rock, Ann and Nancy Wilson. You ever heard Hart?
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
but there's a girl who sings the song. She had one of the best voices. What's her name, Pat?
What's the
No,
song?
the song.
Yeah,
Whitney Houston had a great voice too. By
Yes.
the way. The song is weird, but the girl is fuck my life. What?
Celine Dion.
Well, how have we not picked up on it with this hot
With
leads
all my
and tips?
information, she's not very attractive. It was not the fuck. Okay, you guys say something. I got to think of her name.
Dolly
Okay.
Parton would be a concert I'd like to see. I know I'm just throwing that out of there, but she was supposed to be on tour this
Kenny
summer.
Rogers was cool, lady.
Yeah.
My grandma loves Kenny Rogers, but she hates
My
weed.
brother Elvis. You like Elvis, the
Yeah.
king? Elvis was great.
He was
Why
great.
not?
What the fuck
Yeah.
kind of attitude is that? Yeah, the guy
It
was
was
the
great.
king.
Yeah, but it's like saying the Beatles are great. I mean, obviously, they were great.
Oh, obviously, okay, of
Yeah,
course.
you know,
of course.
they-
Yes, he was great. He was
Yeah,
the
but
king.
I mean,
But I also was thinking of all the politics that go along with
Yeah.
He did a lot of stealing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
he like.
A lot of people stole.
You know Elvis was actually blonde?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he
I
dyed his
can't
hair.
picture he was blonde. No way.
Yeah, he dyed his hair and his eyebrows. His entire professional career, but he started off.
Really?
That is very no way in hell.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I love how sometimes
Look
you're
it
just
up.
like, you know what? No, what you say is going to be a no. It's a no
irrelevant.
for
Who
me,
gives a
dog.
flying fuck? No. He's wrong. I give a no.
He used like a special hair dye shoe polish.
Elvis is fucking blonde. You believe that, Pat? I'm inquiring. I'm asking you a lot today.
Yes, well, I would, but he had two penises too, I think.
See what I mean? This is why I don't.
Penises.
You see why I don't include Pat listeners?
Yeah, I know
Because I
why you
ask
don't
him a
include
serious
Pat.
question and he gives me a stupid reply.
Well, that's trivia.
Trivia, yeah.
Just it's trivial. Trivial.
Anyways,
What
on that
concert-
note, take a break because Elvis is too fucking fantasy penis because Pat's a fucking retard. No offense.
Jesus.
Well, back.
Hey, listeners, Sabrina here. Baby, it is cold outside, but all we want for Christmas is some of your downloads. Share, like, subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Take your weird cousin into the garage at Christmas. Smoke a joint. Tell them about the podcast. Live your life. Merry Christmas. Love everybody here at Blowhard.
Welcome back, listeners. Before we continue this conversation regarding music, concerts, etc., because Elvis is the king, I want to apologize for Pat, the producer's stupid comment about having two dicks, and he's laughing as we speak, which is pissing me off even more.
Yeah, because we did do a Google.
And we did a Google search.
I don't know, what do you, the two of you, we did I did a Google search.
Anyways, Sabrina did a Google search. He was blonde hair, and Reimer was correct, etc., etc.
But we also discovered, according to Google, he does not have two dicks. So
And he doesn't have two dicks. So then we said, who's the king? Because Reimer said Elvis was
Right.
the king.
Oh, no, Elvis was the king.
Yeah,
Michael
just the king.
is
Jackson was the pop of
the king of pop.
King of pop.
Yeah.
And then we said, who's the king today?
I think I know.
We didn't have the answer for that, but
Who do you
Pat spoke and said LeBron.
but he's the king of the court.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they call him the king, but obviously that's a completely different thing.
Again,
Yeah.
that's why
So who do you think?
it's got to be
Bubba.
Babu Boulay, those Boulay guys.
Michael Bublé.
I don't know you're adorable today.
Michael Booth.
Why did you pull out Michael Bublé? Where did you get Michael Bublé from?
He's one of those guys.
Did you listen to him as a Michael Bublé?
No, Michael Bublé is just like a booze bag crooner that got really lucky that his name is Bublé and got a sick
I
marketing
thought he was
deal
so
with
fucking
Bubbly.
popular. Everybody watches him and says he's the best.
Yeah, you know what? He
everybody's
is
mom.
good. But you know who's better than him is Kurt Elling. You got to check that dude out, man. He is incredible.
I've
if you
never
like
heard
that
of him. I
jazz
just like
vocals.
Bublé.
Yeah,
No,
Kurt
okay.
Elling, folks.
Reimer, Pat, think on it. I'm coming to you next. Who do you think is the king of pop?
I don't know who the king of pop is right
Of
now.
rock.
right
music.
now.
It'd
the
be
king of
Drake.
music
Drake
right
is
now.
the king right now. Drake.
Drake.
Drake is the king.
a good
Yeah.
Because he
answer.
covers several categories.
He's a good answer. He's
Trap,
popular,
hip-hop,
money.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening. Pat, what's your answer?
You could maybe say Pharrell Williams because he.
Pharrell.
Pharrell. He's more.
He sings. and
I love how
produces those.
everybody's
He's like a
answer-
duke.
I love
That's true.
how.
He's a duke of pop.
Yeah, I love how Pat said fucking. We all just look Pharrell, really.
Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
I think that Drake is a really fucking good answer.
Good.
I'm a little tempted to switch to that, but I think it's Justin Bieber. I think
Oh.
Justin Bieber. Funny enough, again, shout out to our city, Toronto. Drake
Yeah.
and Justin Bieber would be, both from here. But I think it's Justin Bieber. He can do next to no wrong. He puts out great music. He's been a fuckface and made comebacks from it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like
He's a kid.
He's
but
taken a shitty song like that Yummy Yummy, which just drives me nuts. It has
That
become
song is
like.
terrible.
But don't his
It's
looks
the
make
worst.
him, the girls and the teeny boppers all liking him, make him popular, or is it his actual talent?
Justin
Both.
Bieber is extremely talented,
I
and
don't
it
know
took,
much
me,
about the guy.
it took me a long time to come around to that and kind of like be on
Admit,
board with
like
it.
he's actually talented, not just.
Do you
cute.
remember when Avril Lavigne and Bieber were both like rising
Whatever
at the same
happened to
time?
her?
That's the question. I thought Avril was going to be the go in the distance.
She
but
quit. She got married, right?
She got married to Chad from Sum 41, I think it was.
Kruger, don't
Chad, or no, then Chad Kruger was number 2. She did the Sum 41 guy, and then
She did
Chad
the
Kruger.
fucking whole audience. Never mind Chad Kruger.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What has he done lately?
No. So Avril Lavigne, there's this great conspiracy theory that Avril Lavigne has died and been replaced by a clone. So she has, I believe Lyme
Wow.
disease.
right.
Oh, maybe that's why
So
she
that's
stopped?
part of why she's not in the spotlight anymore. Like, I know that she got sick, but I'm telling you, listeners, fucking deep dive. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a deep dive on the Avril Lavigne conspiracy theory and report back.
Never
All
heard
right.
that.
But it-
For
but
me,
it's a
means
gr-
nothing. That's why I don't listen.
I love conspiracies.
Two previous conspiracies of being replaced. Elvis was said to have been replaced or
Yep.
replaced somebody, as well as Paul McCartney, that he was supposedly died, and there was somebody who was.
But they always
is
say
now
that
Paul
about
McCartney.
a lot of stars. Marilyn Monroe,
Yeah.
this, that, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, festivals. You were telling me in the car, you didn't go this summer. You were very disappointed because you like going to those things.
But you
Yes.
hate crowds.
Pardon?
You hate crowds, but you
So-
go to
When you're
festivals.
high, it doesn't matter. Crowds are nothing.
Well, I'm not much of a I'm not like a hallucinogenics person. Like, I don't trip out too hard. In fact, when I go
What's
to
that music called? Techno?
So the festival that I go to, it's not a festival, it's a conscious community gathering. But there's
my
3,
gosh.
I know. But depending on
Is that
the
really what it's called?
What's it called?
yeah,
Harvest?
it's called solstice because it
Solstice.
happens on the summer solstice. And so they're depending on the day, the time, and the stage that you're at, you can hear everything from somebody that's playing an acoustic guitar to somebody that's doing like something
but these are
electronic.
nobody people.
Correct. So that's what I'm about.
Ah,
We
so,
get-
so Bobby goes on stage and plays an acoustic guitar.
So, but there are like local big names. Like there are people that draw a crowd and that have a following that go. They're just not.
Following's not 50 people, but okay, yes.
I didn't say 50 people. Anyway.
It's a big little festival.
I got you.
But yeah,
but
no,
it's
they-
not Rockin' in Rio, that's for sure.
It's not what?
There's
No.
a festival called Rockin' in Rio,
No, it is not that.
where they have 100,000 people shaking the stands, like singing.
See,
Right,
yeah,
and the
like
stage
what
collapsing.
you were saying about how I'm claustrophobic. It's so weird. Like I'm claustrophobic, which
South
is I think
Americans
more so
are
what it is.
really into rock and roll.
Oh.
AC/DC played Argentina, the River Plate. The stadium was shaking when you see it on YouTube. People, listeners, they jumped, and the stadium I thought was going to collapse. It was amazing to see, and they all like Argentina. You figure AC/DC really?
For sure. A festival I was going to go to this summer, before the lockdown happened, was Burning Man. I've been there a few times.
Oh, you told me about that. That's
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Nevada, yeah.
Yeah,
Just outside of
Vegas,
Black Rock.
Nevada, whatever. But that was pretty cool. You told me like
It was
all
super
those,
cool, and there's like a lot of DJs and trance and
Just
digital
weird
music
stuff,
and
everything.
weird shit.
In the desert,
art,
right?
Incredible. Yeah, in the desert.
Did you pay for that?
You do, and as far as the festival goes, it's probably your best value for a ticket. There's
And how much? Where do you sleep?
In a tent, in a camp. Yeah, some people bring their own tents or
You're
trailers.
living like an
but-
animal.
Yeah, you live like a hippie, very bohemian, in a tent, in the
You
desert.
ever heard of this?
I have heard of
You
it.
showed me pictures. It's pretty cool, actually.
I actually like wanted to go for a really long time, and then I had a conversation with somebody who kind of just like deconstructed every reason why it's
It was
not,
dangerous?
why it's bad for the environment. Number one,
In the desert? What were they doing?
I'm gonna say I agree. You know what? It comes across as being very eco-friendly because they leave no trace behind. It's called L&T, where they pick up everything, and
Okay,
at the
that's
end of the
fine.
festival, people go around and comb through the dust.
All right.
They will dig out grains of rice from the dirt. But when you drive out of that festival and you see all of the shit, because they preach decommodification and minimalizing, there is piles of garbage that just end up in bins.
That's
It's just,
life, isn't it? Like every
Well, you're
time
right.
you do something big like that, what do you expect?
everything man-made eventually ends up in a landfill.
I don't know. Is that what you were thinking about, Sabrina? Like in regards to like people telling you it was not a good idea, the garbage?
But as an experience, was it like
Remember
the
you said
waste?
your
You're saying the
friends-
environmental impact.
Oh yeah, I mean, you've got thousands of dollars worth of usable lumber that you're just going to burn in an effigy for no
and that
reason.
kind of stuff. You're
Oh,
talking. I
yeah.
thought you thought it was like more like dangerous, like you could get
But
hurt.
then again,
or-
but it's also it is the corporate version of something that's authentic is sort of what I've been like Burning Man used to be something that it is
Yeah.
now. It's more corporate now. People know about it. Now celebrities are going. When I was in high school, I wanted to go to Coachella so bad, but now Coachella it's not this like underground music scene. Now it's the leading musicians from across
Yeah.
the world, and for celebrities and rich kids to go to.
It does, you know what, there's a little bit of, they do a lot to allow people to go there who can't afford it, to go to Burning Man, and a lot of the money they raise, they donate to like fire departments and burn units.
I didn't realize it was like that. I thought it was just some
But
fun thing in the desert.
It is.
It's intense. It's intense.
It's extreme. Much like in Austin, they have the South by Southwest, and people used to go there to see the bands that were coming up. Now people go there to see the bands that have made it, and the up-and-coming bands are ignored. Just like Canadian Music Week,
Gotcha,
man.
gotcha,
You don't,
gotcha.
you know,
Yeah, the Canadian Music Awards, those people when they were at that
you only
hotel.
go to see the famous people now because that's
Yeah.
what it's become. That does happen.
Yes.
But it's also a place of extremes. For everybody who's like, trying to fight the man, there's like somebody who's against the man, right? Or, if you want to learn about BDSM and then learn about Bitcoin and consumerism, you can like take those workshops in the same afternoon, and then you can go see an amazing fucking like jazz musician,
Oh,
and then go take a yoga
sounds
class,
terrible. Yeah, got
and
it,
then
got it.
see some like dude who's working on his like metal poetry. It's got all of that shit. It's fucking mind blowing. It
Metal
needs to be
poetry.
experienced. But there's no advertising. But I think celebrities used to always go or have gone, but now because of social media, it's like photographs, and now they got Wi-Fi, so it's not what it used to be.
What about
Absolutely.
an opera?
An opera?
I've been to an opera. You ever been to an opera?
I've been to an opera.
You?
Yeah.
I went to one opera one time.
In Milan?
What?
Oh.
Yes, I've been to Milan. No.
Milano?
No, I went to an opera. A friend of mine and her mom got like seasons passes or whatever it was, and she was supposed to go with her. Mom couldn't go. She asked me, so I went. And I have glasses, but I don't wear them very often. I have a very weak prescription, but I can't see things that are far away. Her seats happen to be a little bit nosebleedy, and I had no fucking idea that operas have subtitles and are performed in different languages. So I sat there for 3 hours watching this fucking opera that I could not
What language was it?
I don't know.
Italian, Spanish, French?
Probably Italian. My money is on Italian, but I have no idea what the story was about. It looked pretty, but I just was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna lean. But now this is the story of the time I went to the opera. Like, I love the arts, and I'd like to think of myself as at least.
Those are more for
Yeah.
full of shit, anyways. People just dress up and they overpay. I think it's part of a show.
It's a dying
It is.
art. Like I would be absolutely fucking floored if by the time I, knock on wood, have grandchildren, that there's not going to be opera to go and see.
I think there will be. I think there will be.
There's
'Cause
always a
it's still,
kid who can sing like that, that high.
There
like,
might be people that sing operatic songs, but I don't think you're going to have fully staged operas because it's just a thing of privilege. The amount
It's
of
a thing of privilege. That's
the
what I mean.
amount
It's
of money
the amount of money. It's
that
about,
it takes to create an opera versus the amount of money that it takes to create a YouTube video are so drastically different.
No, I know.
And it's free to watch a YouTube video. You've got all these
But
different
it's for
options
the privileged
content.
people to go there, dress up, like I said, get those seats will probably cost $2,000 a seat.
Yeah, exactly. But
It's not for the common Joe, right?
but that's for older people. Younger people, they don't care.
They don't even
have
give
a shorter
shit.
attention
Yeah,
span.
they don't want to hear Bocelli or whatever.
So they might still listen to opera, but they're gonna they'll watch a 10-minute, person doing opera on a skateboard doing balloon tricks,
yeah.
that might be the future. I think with 5G and all that shit, the world might change, but I don't think we're going to see that disappear. Because it's like classical music. We still see classical music, and opera is in that aspect. I saw the Golden Flute, Mozart's Golden Flute in Prague for like $15 back in the day.
In Prague, eh?
Yeah, and it was the only time I saw the opera. Maybe I saw a Chinese opera, but I don't really count that.
No, I like Prague. I like to go there.
It's beautiful. But I think because of the
more
art form is
porn, but
still,
go on.
No boy.
yeah, the art form is still powerful. It's still,
Yeah, the porn is too.
and they'll
my
probably just dumb it
God.
down and make it more accessible
Anyways.
in the future.
On that note.
In the future.
Yeah, my friends, our listeners, we love you. Just hit us back. Follow us. You know where we are. But please download the episodes. Share it with your friends. Give a little freaky clip to somebody that you want to send a message to. And then let us know how it went.
It's all a lot of fun. Everybody take care.
Ding, ding!
Do I not open? I'm an improviser.
Yes, Liam Neeson.